It
Please.
said start recording if you.
Yes, I started recording. Okay. I just want to say a quick message before we get started, then I share my screens. Well, good morning, everybody, and I do thank you for inviting me to your platform. My objective this morning for the 30 minutes or plus ago is to tell you how we are trying to shape financial literacy and how we're going to put an end to financial slavery. My friends, you know and I know everyone, white, black, yellow, it doesn't matter the race, we're all born free. Why is it most of the people are living in financial slavery? Startling statistics, my friends. Most people work for 40 weeks, for 40 years to retire on less than 40% what they require to have a dignified retirement. That to me is very upsetting, and I can do something about it. With your help, we can do a lot about it. So, I don't have slides. I'm going to use my current website to illustrate what I am trying to do. So, bear with me while I shift share screens, right? There we go. I'm sharing screen. Okay, well, I'm introducing you to a software called Planexa. Planexa has two components. One component is facing the public, and one component facing the advisor. So the advisor is trained by us. Who is the advisor? It could be a mortgage broker, it could be a financial advisor, it could be an insurance agent, it could be a money coach. They will be licensing this technology to be able to reach the people and institute plans in their lives. Recent JP, and there was a study out there saying most people are disenchanted with transactional interaction. They are seeking guidance, customized guidance, and relationship. So this tool helps these folks play game, play in a significant way to help these people change their life. We do this through engaging the public and give them key financial plan packed with advice. And if they follow it, which they should, they will be in a position to become debt free. Most of the people in 10 years or less. Some will go 12, some will do 15, depending on their situation. But the idea is we want everyone who is having money problem to think there is no problem. It's a matter of executing what is right. So most people have a problem simply because they're giving the wrong product and they're giving the wrong advice. What do I mean by the wrong product and the wrong advice? I can stop 100 people, 1,000 people, doesn't matter the number, and ask them, what do you look for when you're looking for a mortgage? The answer is you get is best rate, best rate. People forget that best rate, although it's very important, is the time you pay back that money and the total cost of borrowing. So that is one of the biggest problem. 99% of the people fall for the best rate and the longer amortization period, which is by the time you're 65, you still have a mortgage. And it's sad. Anyways, so we're trying to change all that. How do we change all this? Is we train these folks to engage the public. So I'm here on this screen. This is the advisor screen. If I go to this one, this will be the client screen. So we give this free of charge to the client. It is supported by an advisor. The advisor work with them to put their financial house in order. What that means is they have to enter their basic information. Believe you me, if you want to do it seriously, probably take you 45 minutes. As a homeowner, everyone should be available to spend some times looking after their money. So once they do this, we have access to this information from the advisor side. Then let me just give you a quick illustration, of course. Let's say this is the guy we're dealing with. Now, I have access to all the information they entered. So if they have an income, I could reach their income. I know exactly what they have. I could do what if analysis to see where the pain is. And equally, I could create cash flow improvement. We bank a lot of attention, a lot of time educating people. Budgeting doesn't work. Cash flow planning is better. And if you combine strategies with cash flow and managing expenses, you win 50% of the battle. I mean, I'm not giving you a full detailed presentation here, but I'm just giving you the gist of it. So we are in a position to do plans for these people. Okay. So at this particular case, we're going to be doing a reverse mortgage plan for this guy. So what does that mean? Is, as you can see, very intuitive. There's not much. The key here is when we finish the work, we will give them a plan. What has happened and how we're changing their lives. So the plan is something we give them to tell them what did we do. If you compare what we do on the rest of the world, they give you a transaction as they run. We put advice to the paper and we follow up with it. So this is what you see, a quick, a quick introduction to the report. And by the way, there's 5, 6 different reports, but just for the illustration purposes is we give them a letter explaining what we've done for them. We take their current situation to the penny, analyze it. Then we go back and say, okay, well, if this is what we have to do, how can we improve your life? So as you know, senior citizens have most, I'm not saying all, have small mortgages or big mortgages. They are struggling under the weather when it comes to meeting financial requirements, financial obligation. So we give them a snapshot where they are. And the most important thing is we tell them what we are doing with the money. So in this case, this particular gentleman qualified for $400,000 of a reverse mortgage. What we're doing here, we tell them what happened to their debt. And in this particular case, we are suggesting they buy annuity. Annuity give us the chance to give a senior citizen income for life. Okay, having said this is very critical. And then we go back and say, okay, this is your current situation, this is your improved situation, this is the income you had before, this is the income you have now. You have no debt to speak of, the mortgage is paid off, everything is paid off, and you have a surplus of $610. And that is how we improve a senior citizen life who engage with us to put their house in order. Now, here is we disclose everything. This is your mortgage balance. This is the home appreciation of the years. This is what's going to happen to your equity. These are the depreciation of your mortgage and the appreciation of your house. So they know every step of the way where they are and how they will end. I just gave you a high level example of one case, a senior citizen needing help to have a dignified retirement. Of course, we have other, sorry, let me get out of this. Okay. Navigating is sometimes a challenge. Back to plan. Of course, we have here multiple different plan. We can eliminate debt for anybody who's tight. We could give them the right mortgage for them to become debt free in a record time. I don't know if you guys heard of infinite banking concept. It's a strategy that allow you to capture the interest you are then paying the mortgage to the bank. So every dime you spend on interest is capitalized here and factor growth. The cash flow plan is very critical because most people take their money and start dispensing in bills as they come, meaning that they just don't have anything left. With the cash flow plan, they know exactly what's coming in, what's going out, as well as what is the best strategy to allocate it. And of course, I showed you a high-level example of the mortgage, reverse mortgage, and should we lend a client who has really been hitting the rock bottom, too much debt, unemployment, whatever, we have a way to restructure their debt in a way that we could help them um, file a consumer proposal, settle the debt, whatever may be the case. The whole objective here is to give the right advice to the client where it belongs. What's the difference between us and every other person out there? They give you a transaction, they look for another guy. We give you a plan. We could use a transaction within the plan, but we help you implement the plan and make sure you are humming along with it. To illustrate the point, let me go back to the client application. As you can see here, we have something called a family plan. These people are involved in the plan. Should they run into a rough spot, they could call on their coach to initiate a discussion. Hey, we have a problem here. How do we fix it? And the advisor will be able to help them, of course, if they have the resources. And of course, here is when I go back and show you, Family Vault is a place where we hold all critical document, being a financial document, being insurance document, being a state document. We put them in a very, very secure place and where we give access to the family member in case of death. As you know, it's hard enough to lose a loved one and hard enough not to know what's going next. So if I die tomorrow, my wife could log in because she has access to to the family affair. She knows exactly where we stand financially. She knows exactly who do we owe money to and where is our money and what is my wishes to be executed. So basically, this is a $55,000 introduction to what we're doing. We are doing this and we are licensing money coaches. You tell me, what is a money coach? Money coach is someone who really doesn't have a license. However, he understands the intricacy of financial planning. He understands the intricacy of debt elimination, cash flow planning, and come up with a plan and support the folks implement the plan. I've been doing this for many, many years. The only time I fail is when the client quits on their dream. So believe you me, what we are telling you works, providing there's a commitment. If you don't commit, it's like you went to the doctor. Hey, doctor, I'm having problem. The doctor says stop eating Kentucky Fried Chicken. I come home, honey, what's for dinner? I don't know. Order Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, you're gonna have to change some habits and commit. And that's basically what we do. We help we help clients put their financial house in order in a way that nobody else does it. We don't sell any investment. We don't sell any insurance. However, there could be a mortgage component, there could be an investment component, it could be an insurance component. We will fetch the right ethical people to help us complete the plan. So, my friend, that is the movement I am trying to move forward with. Again, I'm sorry I condense everything to a point where I'm not doing justice to the application, but the cause is very simple. Debt is disturbing many lives. Financial slavery is across the board. I am on a mission, and I hope as many of you could join me to make my mission come through, put an end to financial slavery, make money no issue so people could live their lives comfortably as they were meant to live. So, folks, this is a very, very high level introduction. I thought I'd give you that just to get you started thinking there is an alternative out there, and the alternative is not going to the bank, not going strictly to the insurance company. You need to engage people who could you could have a relationship with, you could rely on their guidance, and you could rely on them shaping up your financial future. Okay, folks, I really, really appreciate the time you've given me, and I hope I did justice. And that's what we stand for, that's what we do. And I'm open for any question you may have.
Mr. Kadi, please do not stop this recording.
Okay,
Please do not stop this recording.
okay.
This presentation was outstanding. Your demonstration, your personal commitment, and presentation skills are outstanding. This is quite arguably one of the best presentations that I have ever had the pleasure of participating in. It is above outstanding.
Thank you,
It
sir.
is above outstanding. The system is outstanding. The personal commitment is outstanding. I will rephrase my comments right now. They are above outstanding. The number one emergency in the world, not just in Canada and the United States, but the number one emergency in the world is financial illiteracy. The number one emergency in the world right now is financial illiteracy. There are approximately $3 or $4 trillion that I'm aware of right now that, if redistributed properly, would be in the hands of the people, not in the hands of the government. This is only what I'm aware of. So the redistribution of wealth so that it is provided to the people who truly deserve it is not yet occurring. And under your commitment, your extreme professionalism, the above outstanding delivery of content is greatly appreciated. But I need you to do one more thing for me, Mr. Kadi, right now, if you can. Can you share the camelcare.ca website that belongs to Mr. Gilany? Can you share that website for me, please, right now?
How do I do that, my good man?
You would simply have to go to Mr. Gilany's page and then share it. You would have to stop sharing this screen and then
Okay.
sharing the screen of Mr. Gilany, the
Sure.
camelcare.ca website. We will slow down for a moment. I am truly impressed.
Thank
I
you.
am truly above impressed. And I have not ever publicly said this to anyone, but I'm saying it right now with absolute conviction.
Mr. Jack, I'm very humble. Thank you. Can I
Yes,
stop the sharing right now?
no. What I would
Okay.
like you to do first is I would like you to share, to have Mr. Gilany's link
Okay.
up, the camelcare.ca up. And then as soon as you have that link up, you will stop sharing this
Okay.
screen and
Okay.
you will share Mr. Gilany's camelcare.ca website screen.
Camel Care.ca.
Yes, sir. And we will slow this down right now because when you have Mr. Gilany's when you have Mr. Gilany's page up, I would like you to share the personal and professional development page. And I will guide you once you bring that screen up. So we will slow this way down. We will keep the recording going. This is extremely important for myself and the entire team that is viewing this presentation with us right now because we are online and it is now. So this is very important.
I may not be following your guidance when it comes to meeting. What do I do now?
What I would like you to do is stop sharing the Plenexa screen
Okay.
and start sharing Mr. Gilany's camelcare.ca
Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you.
because we can only share one screen at a
I
time
got you. I got you.
on
So
the
now I'm
platform.
stopping this.
Yes,
Then I'm
sir.
gonna share
Extremely brilliant. Extremely
Mr.
brilliant.
Okay, we
We are
go.
all learners here today. Thank
Okay.
you. Now, what I would like you to click on is products. Do you see where it says products?
Yeah.
Scroll all the way down to professional development course
Yes.
right now. We
Mhm.
see that we have a dollar value on this course of 249 Canadian dollars. Do you see that screen, Mr. Kadi?
Yes, I do.
Everyone else in the audience sees this price. Mr. Gilany, I am directing you to wait for Mr. Kadi's payment of $249 right now. This is Mr. Kadi's choice. I am extremely directive. The reason I'm including this piece in our presentation is because every presenter that is joining our team has the opportunity to present as a paid diamond user or a free basic user. The reason that I am soliciting right now, which is extremely unprofessional on my part, the reason that I am soliciting right now is because Mr. Gilany and I have become good friends over the last 6 or 7 months. The program that we have created is extremely professional and it's extremely personal. And Mr. Gilany and I also personally care about you. So the ideal state is to ensure that every presenter, every person that joins our meetings on Meeting enrolls in the course for 249 Canadian dollars, and that person will also become an instructor in the development and administration of our course. So this is a request, but a request that I take very seriously. And this is the final piece that will ensure that we are able to continue the delivery of personal and professional content. But with this additional statement, Mr. Kadi has provided an outstanding personal and professional delivery of his own personal and professional content. So Mr. Kadi's experience or passion, if you will, is the delivery of financial literacy content. As a result of Mr. Kadi's personal and professional delivery, we now have a person who can provide professional financial literacy content. Anyone else who joins our community that has experience with finance, analysis, education, anything with finance, will directly communicate with Mr. Kadi in the development of additional personal and professional financial literacy content. Because what we do here on our platform is when we find an expert, and that person may truly not be an expert, but when we find a person who delivers an outstanding presentation, even if it's not outstanding, they are the first person to deliver this content. They will be the primary person who joins our team for 249 Canadian dollars in an ideal commitment. And then each and every person that joins our team after the delivery of those primary individuals, they will have the opportunity to form their network with those individuals and promote even additional content or area of expertise and knowledge. That's the beauty of our program. So, for example, right now, we have a financial literacy person. Mr. Kadi will be our expert. He will be our specialist, whatever term we choose to use. Other financial specialists or people that have financial content will will work with Mr. Kadi to provide additional product specialization opportunities. So, for example, Mr. Gilany and I are personal and program development specialists. When people join us with the 249 Canadian dollar deposit, they will become the specialty leader. Other people who provide personal and professional development content will liaison with the leader to provide additional personal and professional content opportunities and development. And this is what is very powerful. There will be no additional comments or questions at this point in time. Mr. Kadi, if you can, please stop the recording. I appreciate everyone's support. Thank you.